Love Island Australia fans, we are back with another video, back with another recap, and we have a new bombshell storming into the villa. She also stormed out on her date, and then we had another Islander get the ick, and can we say mayhem at first sight? Oh yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Welcome back to Romance Review TV. It's Lady T. I got another recap for you guys. Love Island Australia Season 5, Episode number 6. And without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in the villa. After Kira chose to dump Ollie from the villa in order to couple up with Reed, the girls are labeling her as delusional. Absolutely correct for falling for Reed's strategy. But things are about to get a whole lot more complicated and confusing for Kira as a new bombshell with a horrifying connection to her past arrives. No day is uneventful in the Love Island villa, and today is no different. Zach and Reed are chosen out of the villa to go on a date with a hot new bombshell. Well, let's now cue in Abby. So Abby and Zach sit down and they get to talking, and as Zach fire a whole round of questions, information starts coming to the surface. She admitted that she's been on a TV show herself. She was on The Bachelors this year. And she also said, if you don't already know, or if you watch Mavs, she was going out with someone from Married at First Sight who was involved in some drama there. What is Abby talking about? Well, let's unpack it. So earlier this year, Abby was dating Married at First Sight groom Harrison in the lead up to his on-screen wedding to Bronte, who happens to be the Islander Kira's sister and also Reed's one-time hookup. Now, there was speculation about a bit of an overlap between Harrison's marriage and Bronte and him dating Abby. Let's get back to Zach and Abby's date. Now, after hearing Abby's connection to Married at First Sight, Zach reveals that there is someone by the name of Kira who was also on Married at First Sight. And yeah, the mic drop. Abby is fuming, clearly taken by surprise. She storms out of her date in tears, saying, "Are you effing kidding me?" A producer tried to calm her down, and Abby is just out of control. Zach doesn't entirely understand what the heck is going on and is left all by himself. He sits back whistling to kind of fill the silence, but eventually a much calmer Abby returns. It's safe to say that the flow of that date has been ruined, but thankfully Abby has another date on the horizon with Reed, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. So now let's talk about this face-to-face that happens with Kira and Abby. So following Zach's very eventful date with Abby, Zach is excited to tell the other Islanders what is about to unfold before their very eyes. And of course, in his usual dramatic fashion, Zach teases part of the story, but soon enough, Kira realizes exactly who Abby is. Kira says, "It's that girl who ruined my sister's wedding, so yeah, we're obviously going to have some beef." All of the other Islanders are gasping as they realize the very complicated connections that are about to unfold. And according to Kira, it was her, Abby, and my sister, and that same man, and now it's me and her with the same man. He sachets into the villa, and tensions are high, and everyone is on edge of their seats as the girls come face to face. Now, Abby admits that she was a bit worried knowing that Kira is in here because I don't know where we stand. And then she was saying how I don't know Kira at all, but obviously there's a bit of history, and I don't know how she's feeling at all, but she just doesn't look happy. Now, despite the obvious awkwardness, they offer each other a warm greeting and get to talking amongst the girls. Now, Abby and Kira are on the same page about most things. They're both shocked by each other's presence, but they both agree that Harrison is a D-head. Now, the two of them seem to clear the air after Abby explains that her and Kira's sister Bronte are all sweet. What might not be all sweet is that Abby and Kira are currently interested in the same man now, Reed. Kira got a front row seat and slammed into the wall of delusion as she watched both Abby and Reed build a connection. Reed was telling Abby how she is his top pick when he knows she's not just a fresh face, she is the face. He had not even pulled Kira at all throughout that entire day since the recoupling. funny. Kira is confused, and she said that she feels like she's a massive option and she wants to be chosen for once. But you know what? Why would you choose a guy that had already slept with your sister? Now you're back in the same predicament with Abby and Reed. Yep, you know what? That's your choice. This is your outcome. So things go a little bit left with Trent as he gets the ick with Savannah. So newly coupled up Trent and Savannah have been bouncing off of each other's conversation for days now. But after Savannah tells a scandalous story from her past in school, Trent says that, ew, he's getting the ick. Trent admitted that if he was on the outside, he would just completely cut her off. And he said, we had good conversation for a couple days, and today she has been out of control, and it's just been off-putting. Trent confessed to some of the disgusting things Savannah has been saying, making him question if he'll ever want his family and friends to meet Savannah. And part of that conversation was her talking about taking nudes in school. Savannah started to feel that something was off and took Trent for a chat. Now, Trent tries his best to tread lightly, but doesn't pan out exactly that way. He went on to say, I absolutely love our conversation. I think you're so funny, but I just think you say some things that are a bit gross. I don't think that someone that would potentially see a future with you will want to hear those things. Trent doesn't mean to be harsh, but says that it's a matter of morals. Now, Trent's change of tune rattles Savannah. She wipes away tears as she admits that it's difficult to hear the truth from Trent to tell her to tone it down. The question is this going to mark the end for this newly formed couple, Trent and Savannah? We got to stay tuned tomorrow to find out. Okay, so let's get the conversation started down in the comments section. What do you think about the face-off between Kira and Abby? Now, especially that Reed is in the middle of these two. And then what about the conversation with Trent and the fact that he got the ick with Savannah and voiced his opinion? Let me know your thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Stay tuned for other recaps and updates on this channel. To the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.